Hi guys, this is me once again and welcome back to yet another Starcraft English commentary. We're watching ASL Season 16, Round of 16, Group C, and this is final set number 1 played between Hero, a Zerg player, and Ample, a Terran player. After a very exciting series of 3 games of the loser set, Ample, I have to say, deserved his spot in the final series against Hero, and I hope he's got some luck here because we have way too many Zerg in ASL anyway, so it would be nice to have a non-Zerg player, a Terran player, to be in the quarterfinals. Looks like very early drone scout coming up from Hero completely sees this barracks being planted down, and Ample's gonna have to stop his barracks and return home, and he's forced to invest one more SCV, and that SCV died as well. And he's gonna remake I guess not remake, but continue on the job here. But this drone is still being very annoying from Hero. Already a very, very good mental victory from Hero. And you know what? In StarCraft, I was wondering, does mentality play a role? I mean, does the fact that you have like steel, like nerves of steel, does it change anything compared to if you just uh, are often a crybaby or like Mini, where if you lose again, you show all of the emotions on the screen. I mean, Mini is one of the best performer in Daily Pro League right now, so that says something about the non-existing relationship between your nerf performance and your StarCraft performance. In some other sports, for example, I was watching another game that was very, very popular in Korea, which is the three cushioned billiards. I mean billiards, yeah. So Korea is a very, very strong uh, country in this game, and there are many, many players who are participate. And actually, Africa TV sponsored the World Championship this year, 2023, in Ankara, Turkey. And one of the Korean players reached the semi-finals. Very interesting there. But you know what? People were saying that in that kind of game, three cushion billiards, uh, mentality plays a huge role because one flickle, one inch, what is it? One movement of your eyebrow or one change in your heartbeat could completely change the way that you take your shots, right? Because each shot has to be precisely aimed and the power needs to be just right and so forth. So mentality plays a huge role in that sport. But what about StarCraft? I guess not, right? Because um, I don't know. I think it doesn't change the mechanics because the mechanics is kind of like muscle memory, right? You are trained to build that at this time. You are trained to just go through your hotkeys and produce tons of stuff. God knows what, Zerglings, Marine. But what it changes, I think mentality does, is your decision making, like attacking at the wrong time, or getting overconfident, or getting over depressed. Usually getting over depressed, right? So you would just bounce your head against the wall instead of trying to think of something creative. Uh, or sometimes you need to cut your losses, right? Some of the best StarCraft players, like Light, is so good at cutting losses. I mean, he invests in an opportunity that he thinks is worth it, like a chance to attack, and right in the middle he turns around and goes back, right? Of course, it's easier to turn around when you didn't suffer huge losses, right? If you have suffered a lot of, Marines getting killed or something like that, then it might shatter your spirit so much that you just want to continue on with the operation, just like what Bisu did in the game against Soki, the second game of the series, right? Where he got a lurker in his third base, and instead of trying to clear out that lurker with his observer, he says, F it, I need to win right now. So he goes out there with his Dragoon and Zelle and High Temper and tries to bust the Zerg defense, but he was unsuccessful in doing so, and that really cost him the game. Uh, of course, when you're getting old, right, not everything in your body functions the same way, and you are prone to make those kind of mistakes. Anyways, we're going to be seeing Spire completing for Hero. Ampo is going to just sit inside his base and set things up. He doesn't have a medic yet, which is showing a little bit that how he's slightly behind, I think, by the earlier drone harassment at the beginning of the game. Because by this time, he usually need to have two medics in place already, but he doesn't have them. Now he does. We're seeing a bunker getting set up as well. Hero's gonna just try to force his enemy to stay at home while he go for the mutualist harassment and trying to take a fourth hatchery somewhere on this map. I think the 4 o'clock position is gonna be the eventual destination of that drone. Yeah, we see the drone. No, that drone is not the drone. Oh, this is the drone. Okay, so that drone is coming out, and the turrets are kind of exposed for Zergling run-bys. I think in those locations, the bunker doesn't completely cover those turrets, so Zergling can come in, snipe a turret, retreat, and so forth. Anyways, we're seeing 7, 8 mutualists here. And the attack commences. We have just 2 turrets. One of the turret is kind of far back. No repair work whatsoever. Okay, there's a repair work happening, but a little bit too late. Marines are pulling back and trying to attack, but no. Those mutualists have completely escaped them. We're going to need to see a second turret here. And the gas is under assault. There are no turrets covering the gas. And one of the mutualists died though, so that's a little bit unfortunate. For Hero, he comes in and snipes another SCV. Another SCV, and one more, yet another SCV. Yeah, and this turret is not even allowed to complete, but now there's only 6 mutualists, so that's going to be the end of the harassment in this expansion. I think the third turret completes also successfully. What do we have in terms of tech for Hero? It looks like he's just still on 4 bases, not yet upgrading anything out of the ordinary. Alright, a stray Marine getting sniped here. And Hero retreat. He's gonna take his 3rd gas and just try to go for Queen's Nest and Hive and so forth. More mutualists are coming out though. During this time, Hero's Zerglings are still alive, so they can still pose a lot of threat later. Supply-wise, Hero 58, Ampo is only 54. So Hero is having a nice, comforting lead here in this game. Of course, do not count Ampo out. He will need to build, starport and science facility. Oh, that is really unfortunate for Ampo to not able to save that turret. The turret was really close to his SCV line. He could have just 1 millisecond earlier clicking on the right unit would be able to save that turret, but now he's forced to rebuild the turret, and his Marine has to be on constant station here around the mineral patches to cover for the SCV lines. Alright, we're seeing still yet more SCVs getting sniped by the mutualists here. 8 mutualists doing a lot of damage inside of Ampo's base. But Ampo is still surviving for the time being. But Hero is now up by about 14 supply. He takes out another turret. And yet one more. The Marines are slow to come down the ramp. So these SCVs are just, meet in the open here, waiting to get butchered by this executioning mutualist squad here. Looks like the mutualist comes in once again to attack. The double starport is under construction but not able to complete because the mutualists are just so annoying and diving in and out, and just more mutualists coming out because Hero's got 3 gas and his mutualists are really effective. They kill out some Marines and turrets. That doesn't allow ample time, no pun intended, to rebuild the turrets or to recreate the Marines. So it's a vicious cycle for the Zerg here. Okay, looks like a barracks not able to complete. These Zerglings try to attack the turret but not able to do anything. And now 12 mutualists comes in. There's 1 turret here, 2 turrets, but they've all gone down and Marines are out of position. Alright, we have what do we have? More turrets in the back? No, we don't. 5 or 6 Marine are not enough to fight against these 12 mutualists, and they even come escape in the last minute. We have a Valkyrie. That is just a little bit too late, I think. Mutualist comes in. He's gonna try to attack the SCV while the Marine and the Valkyrie is out of position. We have a snipe on the Valkyrie. Oh, the Valkyrie is going to die. Very, very bad micro from Ampo. He could have pulled the Valkyrie back at the last minute, but he was unable to do so. And this might be GG any moment soon now. The mutualists are all over the area here. We have something being produced under the starport, but that Valkyrie is going to get sniped in just 1 second if it if it's able to survive. Actually, it does survive. So very interesting there, but now that's going to be the end of that Valkyrie. These mutualists are all purple, but he is not able to finish the game, Ampo, so it's going to be Hero who leads 1-0. Thanks for watching, and subscribe to the channel if you can. See you soon. Bye-bye.